WordPress is free and open source tools based on PHP and MySQL. Features include a plugin architecture and a template system. WordPress is open source but is vulnerable at the same time. It has been maintained and developed by a community of over 1 million users and developers. Because WordPress is open source and relies on a community of developers to come up with the resources, you will need to customize it. This includes theme and plugins. Every theme or plugin you use on your WordPress site is written by a different person, so there could be a bug in the plugin you use on your site. WordPress is free, but you need to know HTML to work with WordPress. It has limited theme, template, and design options. There isn't much freedom when it comes to user management within WordPress. If your website needs to allow access to some users but not others, then you may need to consider a different content management system or search for a plugin which would provide this function. WordPress updates their software frequently. The WordPress software is updated incredibly frequently, but not always at the same pace as those plugins that you have downloaded for your website. This can result in frequent bugs and inconsistent crop-ups simply from a software update which often costs thousands of dollars. It has limited content management capabilities. WordPress is often called a mini content management system. So for the large organization, you may find the default WordPress backend a little underwhelming for such high content volume. Here in this website, you can see some advantages and disadvantages of WordPress created by Matthew Stapleford in April 2012. Drupal is another content management system that I'm going to talk about that shortly. Drupal is open source software maintained and developed by a community of over 1 million users and developers. It's distributed under the terms of the GNU General Public License, which means anyone is free to download it and share it with others. Drupal is open source, like WordPress, so some free themes may not work properly as they don't come with warranty or assurance of working. It has lack of themes and free plugins. Plugins in Drupal are called modules, but most good modules are not free. So you can install Drupal for free, but you need to pay for some modules like plugins, which is costly. Non-friendly installation and modification. It's not very easy to use and requires technical knowledge or modifying the website or blog. It is so complicated unless you have a strong coding like to read tons of technical papers. You will find Drupal extremely difficult to use for regular use. Drupal has support, but like a documentation. On the Drupal homepage, there is a documentation, well-developed discussion board, chat and mailing list. You can find there plenty of information and help concerning management and modification of the script.